Gnomes return to the Chelsea Flower Show as a ban on the garden ornament is lifted for only the second time in its 113-year history.
I think that's exactly what he was trying to do, Nina, in at least the remarks that were released from this address he gave to Labour Party staff. He'd spent the weekend at Chequers, his prime ministerial retreat, after what was clearly an extremely bruising week for him.
Hi Nina, and we're looking at a week of enormous weather contrasts. We start off with a rather too familiar theme of rain and showers, cool weather conditions thanks to this area of low pressure. That's going to be with us for the next few days, so it will stay pretty wet. But then later in the week, the jet stream brings us this ridge, and that's going to be sending warmer air across the UK. So temperatures will be rising across the board, but particularly across England and Wales, where it becomes warm or even very warm. Could see highs up to 27 towards the end of the week, maybe even a 28 into the weekend.
Hello there, a very good afternoon to you. We have actually started the day with a little bit of blue sky. This was St James's earlier on, so some sunny spells, but what we are going to notice is that cloud increasing, as you can see here. So we gradually start to lose any of those bright spells this afternoon. It will turn a bit cloudier and there'll be some showers in the forecast as well. Some of those could be a bit heavy, even a little bit thundery in places.
And she'll be pleased to know we have got some lovely weather on its way as we go through the week. So let's take a little look. It's getting warmer. Hello again. Well, I am still obsessed with these foxes, which are getting bigger, but still young enough for sibling shenanigans. Now, we have got rain moving through tonight, which means we've got a bit of a damp start tomorrow morning. Then it does dry up a lot, but still the risk of a few showers coming through. But as the week goes on, it gets warmer. Take a look at these temperatures. By Wednesday, some spots getting up into the low 20s, and by Friday, we could be peaking at 28 degrees. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. But yes, getting warmer. So into the outlook, it gets brighter as the week goes on and warmer too by day and by night. Enjoy. Thankfully for the next few days, pollen levels are low, but they are set to increase as the weather gets a little better, warmer and sunnier as the week goes on. That's it from us all here at beautiful Chelsea in bloom on the King's Road. Cheerio.
Floral displays in Chelsea, but this isn't the Chelsea Flower Show, it's Chelsea in bloom, and best of all, it's completely free.
The Queen spent some time here in the Eden Project Garden. I'm told that she particularly liked the blue and yellow flowers, which are edible. Of course, we know the King and Queen are keen gardeners. We also know that they have some gnomes at the Highgrove estate, so we assume that they approve of the temporary lifting of the ban. I should say some of you may have seen those celebrity-designed gnomes by the likes of Sir Brian May and Dame Mary Berry. They are going to be auctioned off to raise funds for the LHS's schools programme. So basically inspiring the curiosity of the next generation of gardeners. Fiona.
Sarah, thanks very much. Well, it all looked beautiful. To be honest, I'm a little bit unsure about the gnomes, but that's just my opinion. Let's take a look at the weather. Louise is here. Hi, Louise.
Hi there. I love them. I tell you what, though, Fiona, the flowers last week at Chelsea when they were trying to get the gardens ready were shivering, weren't they? And this week, they will be wilting a little later on. But for the next few days, still pretty turbulent. Look at what we had in Bedfordshire first thing in the morning. Look at what happened by lunchtime. The shower clouds gathered, and yes, another cluster of pretty intense showers. And actually, what a spell of heavy rain moving in through the night tonight from these series of weather fronts. So they will be bringing some rain towards Northern Ireland through the latter stages of today. But look at this, with high pressure building as we head into the bank holiday weekend. A southerly flow will then start to dominate, some warmth right across the country. To begin with, we might see some showery rain into the far north and west, but the emphasis dry, settled, sunny and warm as we head into the bank holiday weekend. Maybe temperatures peaking into the high 20s. Fiona.
Sounds great, Louise. Thanks very much.
Good evening. We've had that good old mix of sunshine and showers today. We got off to a promising start, some lovely blue sky to wake up to this morning, but the showers have returned and we've had some lively ones actually out there today. You certainly knew when they were coming along, the skies turned black and the heavens opened.
From all of us on the BBC London team, thanks very much for watching and enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.
Hello. The weather is set to get a lot warmer towards the end of this week, but before we get there, we've seen plenty of showers around today, showers like these, and these are all linked to an area of low pressure to the west of the UK.
And have you ever seen anything quite like this? I'll tell you exactly what it is and how the weather affects it a little later in the programme. And no, Halloween hasn't come early. This is actually a spring phenomenon. I'll tell you all about it next.
Becky's near Saffron Walden in Essex. Now, Becky, warmer weather promised, but I've got to ask, where are you and why are you matching your backdrop?
Isn't this incredible? This is the work, Mary, of the ermine moth caterpillar. Hundreds, even thousands of them weave this sort of protective silken tent over themselves, covering entire hedgerows at this time of year to protect them whilst they feed. Now, what's incredible is that it creates a sort of micro ecosystem that protects these tiny creatures from the rain, the cold, the predators. Now, these caterpillars have voracious appetites and can strip entire hedgerows down to their bare branches, although amazingly there's no lasting damage and they are actually going to be greening up again, these hedges, in the next couple of months. Warming temperatures are actually meaning that we're actually having a longer feeding system, so sites like this are becoming more and more common as a sign of our changing climate. And, beautiful segue, we're also going to be having some warmer temperatures ourselves over the next few days, and that's because we've got a change in wind direction. For at least a week now we've had this cold northerly breeze, and I can tell you it's cold standing out in it. It's going to swing round to a more southerly southwesterly direction, and look at the effect on our temperatures over the next few days. Can you believe it? A shock to the system. Those temperatures are climbing up into the high teens and even into the high 20s for some, so it really is going to be very warm indeed. Let's have a look. So over the next few days we can expect this: showers and longer spells of rain, certainly in the next couple of days, temperatures climbing and early signs, but it is looking promising towards the bank holiday weekend. No pressure at all, weather people. And then as we look towards the end of the week, look at those temperatures climbing day on day as that wind swings round to a warmer southwesterly direction. So worth bearing in mind that as we move into the bank holiday weekend, yes, we should hang on to those warmer temperatures, but the potential for thunderstorms as well. But now, if you don't mind, it's back to you in the studio. There's something about these caterpillars that makes me feel kind of itchy.
Becky, thank you.